Chapter 14. Shall not God avenge his own? This chapter is based on Luke chapter 18, verses 1 to 8. Christ had been speaking of the period just before his second coming and of the perils through which his followers must pass. With special reference to that time, he related the parable to this end, that men ought always to pray and not to faint. There was in a city, he said, a judge which feared not God, neither regarded man. And there was a widow in that city, and she came unto him, saying, Avenge me of mine adversary. And he would not for a while, but afterward he said within himself, Though I fear not God, nor regard man, yet because this widow troubleth me, I will avenge her, lest by her continual coming she weary me. And the Lord said, Hear what the unjust judge saith. And shall not God avenge his own elect, which cry day and night unto him, though he bear long with them? I tell you that he will avenge them speedily. The judge who here had no regard for right nor pity for suffering. The widow who pressed her case before him was persistently repulsed. Again and again she came unto him, only to be treated with contempt and to be driven from the judgment seat. The judge knew that her cause was righteous, and he could have relieved her at once, but he would not. He wanted to show his arbitrary power, and it gratified him to let her ask and plead and entreat in vain. But she would not fail nor become discouraged. Notwithstanding his indifference and hard-heartedness, she pressed her petition until the judge consented to attend to her case. Though I fear not God, nor reward man, he said, yet because this widow troubleth me, I will avenge her, lest by her continual coming she weary me. To save his reputation, to avoid publicity to his partial, one-sided judgment, he avenged the persevering woman. And the Lord said, Hear what the unjust judge saith. And shall not God avenge his own elect, which cry day and night unto him, though he bear long with them? I tell you that he will avenge them speedily. Christ here draws a sharp contrast between the unjust judge and God. The judge yielded to the widow's request merely through selfishness, that he might be relieved of her importunity. He felt no pity or compassion. Her misery was nothing to him. How different is the attitude of God towards those who seek him. The appeals of the needy and distressed are considered by him with infinite compassion. The woman who entreated the judge for justice had lost her husband by death. Poor and friendless, she had no means of retrieving her ruined fortunes. So by sin, man has lost his connection with God. Of himself, he has no means of salvation, but in Christ we are brought nigh unto the Father. The elect of God are dear to his heart. They are those whom he has called out of darkness into his marvelous light, to show forth his praise, to shine as lights amid the darkness of the world.